Now, the next step when we're talking about water is solutions. So solutions are a liquid, often water, with something dissolved into it. So when one substance dissolves into another, the combination is called a solution. The substance that gets dissolved is the solute, and the substance doing the dissolving is called a solvent. Later on, actually, when we get into, when you come into program, we actually have another term which is also known as diluent, and that has to do with mixing solutions or suspensions from a powder to make a drug. So if we're looking at this, so if you've ever heard of saline, saline is a salt solution. Okay, so if you wear contacts, maybe you use a saline solution to wash your contacts. If you've ever had a dry nose, maybe you use a saline solution nasal spray. The solute in saline is sodium chloride. It's salt. And the solvent is water. Electrolytes are the solutes. So we get the sodium and chloride, and when we put them in the water, they break apart. We get salt, sodium chloride, and then it breaks apart into salt and chloride, which gives positive and negative charges. And these become electrolytes, which will interact with other chemicals in our body. Now, the amount of the solute that is dissolved in the solvent is called the concentration. So, for example, I use that saline. 0.9% sodium chloride solution is known as normal saline, which we abbreviate NS. We could also have a 3% sodium chloride solution. That's no longer normal saline. But there's more particles in 3% than 0.9%. So how much of those dissolved ingredients, depending upon how much of the liquid there is what gives us a concentration. So in your book, there's an illustration for sodium chloride in water and what it looks like in molecular form.